Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Podcast, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Want to take a look at some stocks on the move today? We're joined now by Bloomberg's Isabel Lee, Bloomberg cross-asset reporter. Let's kick it off with SHAK.
SHAK. So the stock is edging higher by almost 1%. Loop Capital Markets upgraded the stock to buy from hold thanks to the recent pullback in shares and also the potential upside for the company's earnings. So we have analyst Alton Stump saying that there is potential for 10% plus upside to management guidance. He sets a price target at $127. Now it's around $88. So that's around a 44% increase from the closing price. And he adds that the recent pressure in shares has created an attractive buying opportunity. So the stock has slumped around 32% so far this year. So that's also from its December peak. It's even more at around 37%. So that's exactly what he was saying. But SHAK has 13 buys, 12 holds, and 1 sell.
People love the SHAK.
I like the burgers.
I've never eaten there, but they do really well.
Alex.
No, I mean, it's burger. I love burgers, but you know.
All right, we'll go down one day after the show to Madison Square Park. We'll eat outside in the park in the SHAK.
Okay.
That's where you go.
I'm going to have the I'm really looking forward to the SHAK part of that whole thing.
Yes,
Johnson & Johnson also on the move today. Tell us what's happening here.
It's in the opposite direction, edging lower by more than 5%. So a federal judge rejected the company's third attempt to use bankruptcy to set up a multi-billion-dollar trust fund to pay women who claim they got cancer using baby powder. So I used to use a lot of baby powder when I was young, and I did admit I got a little bit scared. So J&J was trying for the third time to use a small unit to resolve this talc-related lawsuit involving ovarian cancer and other gynecological diseases. So obviously the judge rejected this.
This is obviously a real thing, but I
Yes.
just kind of, is it still on the shelves?
No, I think it's more just like how they're going to pay for it. I think he's trying to figure out how they're going to settle these kind of lawsuits.
Are people still using this product?
You can still have baby powder, but clearly like any issues that may or may not have been there, they're going to definitely go in and fix. This is just in terms of the settlement and how they're going to wind up paying for it because they're so big.
Yes, and the latest trust proposal would set aside $9 billion for the victim.
All right.
So and
it's substantial and sort of how to navigate that. Let's wrap it up again. Here we go with Newsmax.
This is honestly eye-popping. So Newsmax shares skyrocketed 700% in the debut session. Now it's still edging higher by 92%. And a lot of that is because of individual investors. So they piled in to the conservative media outlet after its IPO. So the company sold $75 million of shares at $10 each. That's in Monday's IPO. And really, investors piled all in. They're among the 30 most actively traded on Fidelity's platform. And this is just in stark contrast with the lackluster and kind of like the, I don't want to say lame, so let's just say not exciting IPO we've seen with CoreWeave and Venture Global. So it's interesting. And another fun fact, the 6-year-old co-founder and CEO, Christopher Ruddy, now commands a fortune of $3.3 billion.
The Stock Movers Podcast from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.